Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers now on first down. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Now Rodgers. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. On play action, Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers going to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
Well, it was a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Now, after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Aaron Rodgers punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our score as they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 17-0 our score after 1.
Set, ready. And Lobo, 15-6. Mike 5-5.
Now Wilson.
What we got?
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 25 yards that time.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Mike, 55. Check, 55. Ready, go.
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. Touchdown! Tevin Coleman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Back. Check. Lefty. Switch.
This is Gaskin on the carry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Gaskin. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Gaskin again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Sanders on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in there by Crowder. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Now it's Wilson.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think.
So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So the face mask moves them closer.
and now 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jason Sanders to kick off for
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
5 yards remain on second down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. Completes it to Davis. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw is Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. Wilson will throw again. Drops it off for Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down, Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. Wilson and more there for a Jets 1st.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Again, Wilson looking for the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run now with Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Another run with Gaskin. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 35 yards. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Wilson. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Coming to you. 55 is mine, guys. 55. Rabbit.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. Wilson finding Crowder there, first down, New York. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to look deep for Moore. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A throw taken in by Tylan Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Tua. This is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. Tua giving to Gaskin on the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The
New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Check, 43.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw again is Wilson. Buying time to his left. The throw to the left side caught by Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gotta do better.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.